Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here. It's a Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com is where you can find us on the internet. And if you want to call 844-551-8255. Glad you're with us today. So lots to talk about. I was thinking about this, and I don't mean this in a joking way, but should a man with brain damage be in the Senate? There's a rumor that, and theory, I should say, that McCain changed his vote on Obamacare because he's got brain damage. And he obviously does have brain damage. Now, I know all leftists have brain damage. I'm not even joking when I tell you that there's something twisted in the mind of a leftist, whether it's physical damage or it's mental damage done through years of indoctrination. It's brain damage. The only way you can think like a leftist is to have a damaged brain. Now, people may get mad at me for saying that. I don't give a crap. People may say, Kevin, you're it's hyperbole. You're over the top. No, I'm not. Look, I've explained this in 1,000 ways. I get bored talking about it, but how can you tell me that an influx of illegals coming into your country is good for you, or allowing refugees who want to kill you, who are actually demonstrating that they want to kill you and change the laws of your land, is good for you when you are the most multicultural person, group or country on the planet? And as far as immigration goes, as I say, look at the microcosm. Do you want to come home and see people sitting in your living room eating your food that you don't know? The answer is no. But we can do that for the country, so they can come and sit in the middle of America somewhere and eat somebody's crop or go through somebody's land and poach their cattle or whatever. And it's okay? Of course not. It makes no sense whatsoever. A tax policy that takes more money from people than they actually earn. The government getting more. If I came to you and said you went out and you got yourself a burger, and I walked up and took 50% of your burger and walked away, we would have to fight. You would want to kick my butt, and rightfully so. So there's nothing that these people do. There's nothing that they say that makes sense. Oh, we have to help black people by dumbing them down. Let's change the rules and make black people stupid. So when they get into the real world, they're even more stupid. And of course, we blacks, I'm talking about leftists, we back it up. We prove just how stupid we can be by having more babies out of wedlock than anybody else, by killing more babies than anybody else, by being less employable than any other group because we're belly aching all the time about what's going on in the world against us. It is the very policies that most of these black idiots vote for that get blacks into the situation that they're in today. And somebody wants to make sense out of this. You cannot make sense of anything liberals do. Oh, Kevin, it comes from such a good place. Well, good for them for having, some core value that says, I want to be a good person. Well, just wanting to be a good person and demonstrating it are two very different things. So, brain damage, I get it. But McCain has actual brain damage. And he's voting on legislation. Shouldn't we disqualify that? I mean, look, how many other secrets are being held in D.C. of brain damage? And God forbid we actually know why these people vote the way they vote, given their peccadillos and their idiosyncrasies and their vices. How are these people being held hostage? I would like a clean slate. And you know what I'd like? I'd like for these people to come clean on, hey, I used to, have 15 wives or whatever. Come clean, because then you aren't held hostage by it. Somebody says, well, oh, Joe Blow there has whatever. I don't know. As long as your propensity isn't something that harms children or other people, if it's consensual crap, I don't care, man. I just want you to legislate per the people. That's what the founding fathers did. They said, you know what? We know we like slavery. It's kind of a cool thing to be able to tell somebody to do something and they go do it without even so much as I can't even tell my kids to go do something else. I'm like, oof, giving me a look. I'm like, boy, I will whoop your head. You better go do what I told you. Okay, there. But I mean, it's nice to be able to boss people around. Anybody that tells you it's not true is a liar. Or they've never bossed anybody around. To be able to tell somebody to do something and know you're not going to get any lip, Lord, put me in that category. I will be in that line. You can't ask anybody for anything these days without them giving you a cross-eyed look like, what you do? I don't do it for you. So, but the founding fathers wrote that out. Look, they were flawed people, bankrupt and probably cattle thieves. I don't know what else they did, and certainly owning people, that was a bad thing. But they decided, you know what, we're not going to indulge ourselves. We have a Congress and we have a group of politicians across the board who will indulge themselves, and they let all their little peccadillos hold them hostage. And so we've got these people that are suffering from maladies one way or the other, because you are brain damaged if you can't fess up to who you are. And that's what the problem is with leftists. That's what makes them so brain damaged. They don't want to own that, as we say, handle your scandal. They don't want to own it. I'm not telling you that you want to put everything that you have out in public. I get why people say this is a private matter. I understand that. But you can't let that private matter dictate what people do to you. And let me tell you, that's freeing, that's liberating, because anybody that goes, well, I'm going to go say this about you, you go say it. I'm willing to own it. And you have to be willing to lose everything. Like right now, Eric Bowling of Fox, some chicks said, oh, Eric did this to me or whatever. I know Eric Bowling, and I'll tell you something. Eric Bowling's wife she's top notch. She is spectacular. She's beautiful. And I've seen them together on more than one occasion, and it is not fake in terms of their, what they have for each other. And somebody, Eric Bowling this. You know why they're doing that? Because Eric's got a show. And what I can tell you about him is he's not going to give in. He's not going to, they're doing this to everybody. Look at what happened with Charles Payne and Scotty Nell Hughes, that, piece of crap. So I'm just telling you, folks, we have to have politicians. We need people that are disseminating information to us. We have to believe in them in the sense that, whatever my issue is, I'm going to give you the right advice. It doesn't mean I have to follow it. It doesn't mean I'm living it necessarily. That's what makes us all, so beholding to the higher power, that there's something out there driving us for better. Holy cow, man. But brain damage, making decisions about your life? Well, it's not just McCain. I hate to tell you this. It's been a whole series of Congress people for the last few decades who are brain damaged, and they're ruling your life, and it shouldn't be that way. We got a lot to talk about today.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.